guys. Okay, so today is January the 1st, 2025, and I would like to say Happy New Year to you all. I'm sure you've had a lovely time no matter what you've been doing. It has been a long time since I have posted, and for my New Year's resolution, I am going to make sure that I post more for you. Right guys, so you're probably wanting to know what's going on around you. So shall we start with where your energy is at? Okay. Let's go down so you can actually see these cards a bit more. So we start with the Devil. Collective whole. This is where we are at. Can you see that properly? Let's see if we can go down just a little bit more so you can see what these cards are. It's not all bad. It just has to start somewhere, doesn't it? Wow. So I'm going to do a few more cards to see where your energy is at, and then we'll take you into what you need to do next. Very interesting. So it looks like you're in a what feels like a very stuck energy. You're feeling as though at the present not much is really going on in terms of movement and moving forward, and you feel as though you're kind of stuck in old patternings and you're still in that kind of realm of, am I here somewhere new, or am I going backwards, am I going forwards, where am I going? Because I'm not feeling like I'm anywhere at present. And what they want you to take your attention to is, if you see here, it's about bringing balance into your life, and for each and individual person that has listened to this, it's what is that balance to you? What does balance mean to you? And that's kind of how you need to look at it right now, because balance is different for us in different ways, and we really need to own what that is and what that looks like, and how do I bring that into balance. And I think that's where you're heading now. That's where you are moving in now. So remember, this is your present energy. This is where you are at the moment. And what they're saying is that you have fire. You've got a lot of fire inside you at the moment. And it's like you're bursting to get out, and you're bursting to talk, and you're bursting to explore, and you're bursting to share. So whatever it is that is inside you needs to come out, because you are ready to almost explode with excitement, all these new ideas and things that you would now like to bring into fruition. And you can only do that. You can't do that by keeping that in. You can only do that by letting that out and really kind of owning it and going for it, and letting people in and sharing and talking and being and owning what it is that is inside you, whatever that is. That could be absolutely anything. It could be a new venture, a new business. It could be just something that you want to talk to someone about. It could be that you've got this idea. It could be that you might be work and you've got some inspiration, whatever it is, you have been holding on to that for quite a while now, and it's time for it to come out, because there's a lot of passion, a lot of desires around that. There's a lot of young energy that's passionate and really can see something of it and wants to express that in as many ways as it wants. It could be that you might be in love with somebody, and it's time to now let them know. It's time that you expressed yourself so you can start moving forward, whatever that is, whatever it is that you let out. It's not about what comes next. It's not about what happens from it. It's what excitement you get from it when you talk about it, when you be it, when you are it. And even if you get something back that necessarily you don't want to hear, you can move forward still, because with that information you then know how you're going to move forward to your next steps. Because at the moment you are a bit stuck and you're feeling very attached to old self-doubt and self-beliefs that aren't going to serve you very well. And you remember, your energy is, you've got the King of Cups here. Your energy is very loving, and it comes from a very loving place, and it comes from a place where you think you care about others as much as you care about yourself, and you're willing to let the tide go out and the tide come in. You're willing to let those emotions flow in whatever direction they are meant to go. You have this deeper understanding. You have this expectation of yourself where you own yourself so much that it's okay. Whatever happens will happen. And I feel as though you're self-doubting yourself constantly all the time, even though you know this. So it's kind of really sticking to your guns and owning yourself. The King of Cups is the king. The king understands himself. He takes pleasure knowing that he can serve himself and he can serve others in a very loving way. He's there to look after everybody. He's there to look after his own emotions. He's there to help see other people's emotions for what they really are. And it really is owning yourself, because you know that about yourself. You know you're that person. Which leads you now to taking those really bold steps to the next stage, so you can start making those decisions that you want, because that is ultimately where you're heading. And you already know this. You don't know what your decision is yet. You don't know your yes or your no, or your left or your right, or how you're going to get to the next step, because you have to go through all these other steps. You have to express yourself. You have to express yourself. It's so important. It doesn't matter how it's expressed. Let that passion and that drive and that sexual energy inside, let it come out. Let it express itself in whatever way you wish it to, because it's going to help you get to the next steps. Because at the moment you're feeling stuck, you don't know how to get to it. And there is no way other than you just being and expressing yourself. It's feeling good. It's feeling good, guys. Okay, so we've now said where you are in your energy. So we're now going to look at your best possible case scenario, because that's ultimately where we're heading, aren't we? That's what we fear the most. We fear the most of our direction, and if we're going to make the right decision for ourselves and everyone else around us, because we don't ultimately just think about ourselves, we think about the bigger picture. And the fear can prevent us from going out of our comfort zone. So let's see, if you express yourself like we have just said in that reading, if you listen to yourself, find your balance, forget about the past, it doesn't matter, just what was, it's not going to happen again, you've learnt your lesson. Just concentrate on what are those desires, what are those passions inside, let them out, express them in every possible way you can. Know that you are looking after yourself and others naturally. You don't have to think about it. And help yourself, guide yourself to the next step. Now, if you do all that, that means we're now going to look at your best possible case scenario from doing all that stuff. Yeah? Are you excited? Because I sure am. Welcome 2025, baby. 2025. See my little doggy in the background. Right, let's go. Let's go, because you can't see the cards. And let's go back down there so you can see them. Whoa. It is as if your life has only just begun. The Magician. The number one tarot card. The one that manifests their heart's desires. They know what they want. They're dreaming up what they want. This is about you expressing your powers, your divinity, your true path. You really kind of making that magic happen, basically. Knowing you can make that magic happen. Not relying on anyone else but yourself. And it is about dreaming. It is about dreaming. Though releasing that passion, expressing it in whatever ways, allowing you to see things into the future more. Because you're acting upon it. You're acting upon what's inside. Oh, this is just divine. Look at all this. So the Queen of Cups, you not only got the King of Cups, but now you've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is like coming from the heart, and it just oozing out into yourself. It's about self-love. It's about loving others. It's about others feeling that from you. It's about people being able to see that you are doing something for yourself. And when you do something for yourself, what you don't realize is that you are shining brighter than you ever have before, because people see you, because you're being true to yourself. You're not hiding yourself away from the world. You're not repressing anything. You're not pretending to be someone. You are being yourself. We've still got that balance, and it's still about keeping that, maintaining that balance in your life, because without that balance you're not going to be able to focus on yourself. That could be finances, that could be living accommodation, that could be food, it could be work, it could be play. It's about what is balance to you. You have to ask yourself those questions, because without that balance you're not going to be able to create the things that you want. And it's really about starting to, when you start to express and you're starting to understand your next steps, and you're starting to manifest those dreams and those ideas into your energy, and it's coming straight from the heart, which is so important. You're keeping your balance in your life. You'll then feel like you'll want to start planning, because at the moment you don't know what your next steps are, and you don't know how to get from A to B because it feels so far away. But what they're saying is this process will allow you to start planning and focusing, because at the moment you can't focus because you keep worrying how you're going to get from A to B. Gosh, a bit of energy is going through them, sorry. And this what they want to remind you is that it's all part of the process. All part of the process. And through that process you are actually going to bring up much doubt, much repressed feelings, all those things that you once felt from certain situations or whatever happened in the past, or things that have stopped you in the past. They're going to come back up. They're going to come back up and bite you in the bum. And it's at this point where you say, I ain't listening to you anymore, because I've got my dreams. I've got my new reality. I know where I want to go. You're not going to stop me anymore, because I know I can do this. And that's where you find clarity. By not listening to your demons, not listening to your past doubts, not listening to your fears, you gain a lot of clarity. You are the Queen of Swords, who can see exactly where she needs to go. It is as clear as day. There is no muddy waters, there is no fog, there's no distortion, there's no mental torture anymore, which is what the devil can bring up, which is what we started on. And again, it's come back up. But you can cut through that with a sword of power, because you know it's not holding you back anymore, and you can see a vision in front of you, and you're holding your head up high because you know where you want to go. And that puts you in a really strong position. You've got a lot of kings and queens here. So you've got the King of Hearts, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You've got the Emperor. Really big cards, tarot cards. Again, even though you're appearing as these kings, these queens, this emperor, this magician, even though you're appearing as these really big cards that are so prominent, like people see it, people feel it, you just need to start believing in yourself, because you're not. And it keep that, but don't worry, that this journey is part of you believing in yourself and believing in your abilities, and believing that you can't get across an ocean without going on a boat or some form of transport that helps you get there, or swimming across, however it is you want to get there. You can't get from A to B without that middle part, which is all this. It's all part of the process. So nothing is holding you back. It's just taking longer than you expected. So you've got to continue to break free from those old shackles and believe in yourself. It's really about believing in yourself. You know, no more self-doubt. It's only you that's stopping you now. Only you that's stopping you, because it's inside you. You've got all these abilities inside you, wanting to come out, screaming to come out. Well, I wasn't expecting that one there. What they want you to know at this point in your time is that you have been hurt, deeply wounded. They want you to know that you have been deeply wounded, and that it is okay. And it is this deep wound that is preventing you from moving forward, that is stopping your heart and your soul from getting exactly what it is that you want. Don't settle for anything less. Don't settle for anything less. Don't believe that you can have half a cup full, because you know you want the full cup full. Believe in the full cup as you do, and strive for the full cup, not half the cup, because it's your past wounds that are coming back up to almost haunt you during this process. But again, they're telling you it's important that they do. It's so important that they do, because you need to tell them that that's not who you are anymore. That's not where you're at anymore. This is you expanding and shining a light on these old beliefs to love them. You know, you've got the Queen of Cups here. You know that. You can start loving yourself at a very deep level through this process. It's almost like a healing process for you, because you need to do it this way. There's no other way for you to do it. Okay, they just want me to put 4 cards. Oh, there's the healing. Just gonna ask me to put 4 cards on top of it. So I'm just breathing, so you can't actually see my face. I'm wondering what I'm doing. There's a lot of energy coming through. Oh, I just want me to put one more in there. Oh, I've been very busy. There's a lot of healing that's coming through during this that you will be getting as well. Okay, So ultimately, for the new year, what they're saying is this process has to happen this way. You have to allow all the negative and the doubt. It's all to do with you, not about anyone else. It's about to do with how you feel about yourself inside. It's about letting that out, letting that in, letting the light in, letting that out, letting the light in, and shining light on it and loving yourself for who you are and giving your love back. It's about standing up for yourself. I'm just going to come back up now. It's about you standing up for yourself. So it's about letting the healing come in, letting you look at yourself, letting yourself believe that you can do this, taking away the self-doubts, taking away everything else that you disregard about yourself, standing up for yourself, because you know where you want to go, you know what you want to do, you know how you want to express yourself, and you're not going to let anyone take that away. It's about you vocalizing what it is that you want and not having any shit about it. It's about you being able to stay true to yourself. And it's really, really, really important that you have people around you that love you. Keep those people close to you, because they're the ones that are going to help you stay strong. And you are going to get exactly what you want. You're going to get the happiness that you're looking for. It's really important to you. And this is what you're striving for. And you're going to get it. And I want you to know that in the whole of 2025, you are going to get that. They're saying, oh, I got it. Sorry, guys. You don't want to see that, yeah. Got it. Red on my teeth. Just what I do in the middle of a tarot reading. They want you to know that during the whole of 2025, in the whole of 2025, you are going to achieve your heart's desires. What's going to make you shine? What's gonna make you shine, shine, shine? And that's what you're asking for. That is what you're wanting deep inside. You're wanting to shine. You want to shine like all the others. You want to be bright. You want to be seen. And you can only do that by being true to yourself. And in the middle of that was in the middle, the very middle of this whole reading, is strength. You are gonna have to show yourself strength that you have never, ever shown yourself before. And that, my friend, is your 2025 reading. I think that's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. So, guys, I thank you for coming to say hi again. I apologise that it's been so long. There's been a lot going on. I am going to be here for you guys more. And if you would like a reading, get in contact with me. Much love.